Beginning of part C, it's 160 days more to stay. Now comes along the 1980 election. The Iranian students and clergy have taken the U.S. embassy. Hostages have been taken, and hostage talks start in Paris. Reagan being a presidential candidate is now privy to State Department briefings. His campaign director goes to Paris ahead of time to talk to the Iranian delegation. The day after that talk, the Iranian delegation walks out and never talks to the U.S. delegation. As soon as Ronald Reagan puts his hand on the Bible, literally speaking, Iran releases the U.S. hostages. The coincidence is a bit strange, isn't it? 160 days longer, they were kept as hostages. The Black Marines, the Iranians beat the whatever out of, because those Marines, they were trying to turn those Marines against the U.S., and to their credit, not a one turned. Hoorah! Ronald Reagan made his campaign director the head of the CIA. A political plum? A couple years later, we hear a new phrase to the English language, Iran-Contra, as the Reagan administration made good their problems to Iran only after more hostages were taken. Did Reagan pay a ransom to Iran? Lord knows. As a footnote, I was the only senatorial candidate this year that has actually met up with any of the Iranian Ahmadinejad delegation attending the 2015 UN annual meeting. His energy minister, Majid Nahu, was actually at my store and was trying to pick my brains on laser measures and things like that, which is actually very needed to do fracking. He spoke perfect American English, and he told me that many of the delegation are U.S. educated. I also pumped gas for the Saudi student pilots from Embry-Riddle that years later flew a few jetliners into the buildings on 9/11, 2001. They too were U.S. educated, and not the average Saudi, but upper crust. You know what my take is on the whole situation between Saudi Arabia and Iran? If you don't support the moderate, Ahmadinejad, you will only face the extremist jihadists. End of part C.